Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Slot man moves right. Now Chubb running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Watson off play action. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 38 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50, the 30. 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball-hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play to expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. and that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And Lewis has it, the tight end.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
He'll find Lazard here over the middle.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Throwing is Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out right at the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now a give left side for Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game,
It comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They pitch it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Rodgers, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. Touchdown!
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
when you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And here's Jones again on second down. The 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out when the comebacks fall short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice.